What's going on, everybody? It's Donnie, man. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? I told you guys this is gonna be the best part of the year. This is the part where we get to make the videos to really discuss and think about what's next for our team. Just a side note, today there were a lot of crazy playoff games. Yes, I watched the Brooklyn Net game today. I wanted to stream it, but you know what I realized is that the only streams that we really love, or at least I really love, is doing Knicks streams, man. Any other streams, it doesn't feel the same. I can't sit here and really watch another team like that the way we watch the Knicks, man. So, on a side note, I don't think I'll do streams like that, but I'm definitely coming with these videos. But without further ado, let's get into it, man. Man, the Knicks, we've had our ups and downs this year. Um, but I think the best part of our season was really development of the youth, development of Quickly, development of Obi, development of Grimes. You know what I'm saying? There's just development on a lot of fronts right now, even development of Jericho Sims. You know what I'm saying? So what can we do with this? You know, we can continue to build the talent. Well, we can continue to build on the talent that we have and then really see how we can fit these pieces into next year because I think having a solid young team adds a lot of depth and it allows us to, really develop our young players into players that can actually, contribute to having a winning season next year, which is my ultimate goal. But, if we look at our roster here, everybody from RJ, Bergs, Fournier, everybody else. We don't know about Randall yet, but we'll get there in a different video. There's a problem right now, and that's right here. If you're looking at Derrick Rose, I'm not sure where Derrick Rose right now fits into everything. You know what I'm saying? I know he's supposed to be our backup point guard. We've tried to do a little bit with Quickly. We've tried to even do a little bit with Deuce. You know what I'm saying? But I think we would go more. As of right now, I don't know who the point guard would be. But I just think first of all, we have too many guards. And I think in a way, Derrick Rose is just the odd man out right now. He's just the odd man out. It's no disrespect to him. I just think for where the team is going now, it's crazy. Basically, what has happened in, let's say, 3 years from the Knicks not really being good at all to the Knicks all of a sudden playing amazing once Derrick Rose arrived to us really taking a step down in a way, but in a way also taking a step up as far as development goes from our players. But since some of our players got to this next level now, where I feel like they're players from the past, but when I say the past, when I really say last year, like a Derrick Rose, like a Mitchell Robinson. Actually, I shouldn't. Mitchell Robinson doesn't count because we're not going to give him a contract. I should say that. But I don't think Mitchell Robinson is staying. But I was actually more talking about Nerlens Noel. Like a Nerlens Noel. You know what I'm saying? Even a Taj Gibson, maybe. There's some players on this team here where I think that they'd probably be better off elsewhere just off of the fact that we have development in these areas. Now, do we have uh, a starting point guard right now? This is going back specifically to Derrick Rose because this is a Derrick Rose video. No, we don't have a starting point guard. And I don't think that Derrick Rose can be our starting point guard. I don't think so. You're probably better off with Quickly right now. Let's say if we didn't draft a point guard, even though I think it will be fixed eventually. I think it will be fixed eventually. But I think right now, if you go with Quickly for now, you know what I'm saying, and then see what happens. We still need a backup point guard in that scenario. You know what I'm saying? But I think you can go with somebody younger, somebody less injury prone. I'm not a fan of keeping Derrick Rose around just for the sake of being like a second, third string point guard. I think at this point you need to move on. You know, it wouldn't really be conducive to trying to find somebody to really play with RJ, especially at that point guard position. Even though Quickly is not a true point guard, I think we should draft a point guard, and I think we could even find a point guard somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And then let him really develop the starting point guard role. It's open right now. That it's just an open position on the team. There's no guarantee that anybody who's a guard right now is even gonna be in that position besides the guys that's been playing. Besides RJ And besides Quickly is going to have a major role, and I think he deserves his own video. You know what I'm saying? But really going back to Derrick Rose, I don't know where they. I forgot that Derrick Rose was even really on the team. Not because I think he's bad. It's just because all these other guys have just been this good. You know, it's not a knock on Derrick Rose. I just think the timing of everything, the timing of everything is throwing certain players closer out the door. Same story for Julius Randle. Same story for Derrick Rose. Same story for Nerlens Noel. You know what I'm saying? There's some players here that I think are would have to leave. Oh, and Kemba Walker too. And we haven't even talked about Kemba Walker. Let's talk about Kemba Walker. You know what I'm saying? It's like the whole thing that was supposed to happen when Kemba Walker came over. Kemba Walker was supposed to be the starting point guard. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird because I don't know if it's the injuries. I don't know if it's just the pressure of coming back home and wanting to play with the Knicks. But Kevin Walker didn't look good, early on even. And I think, it's sad because you would have thought that he would have been the one to at least fix this problem for the next couple of years. But, we didn't give him a lot of money. I don't think can we see contracts on here? Let's see if we can see contracts on here. Let's see as it loads up here. Bio splits, game logs, stats. No, it's not gonna show contracts. I gotta go to a different site for the contract stuff, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's making about 8 million. I forgot the amount that we signed him for. I mean the amount of years. But you know what? At 31 years old, I think Kemba Walker is probably half the player he was. Even at Boston, you know what I'm saying? Even his better years, and he's not Charlotte Kemba. He's not Charlotte Kemba no more. Charlie Kemba, that's done. I don't even think he's that what he was at Boston at this point. Yeah, he had probably I think Kemba while he's been here this year, I think he's had about seriously maybe about 5 really good games. I think about 5 really good games, some so-so games, and the rest were bad. To the point where I could have sworn we were supposed to trade him at the deadline, which we didn't. And the Knicks these days they don't really give you much information, so that's gone quiet. But I think if you look between Kemba and Derrick Rose and Emmanuel Quickly, because we really don't have someone that we can call a point guard right now. I mean, I think Kemba and Derrick Rose should probably be on the way out. You know what I'm saying? It's not a knock to them. It just hasn't worked out the way if Tom Thibodeau had his way, 100% these guys would still be here. But I think you get to a point where the younger players are developing so much that you can't really turn back, and it's going to be interesting to see what Tibbs does now, because it's really because of these young guys that I really think it saved Tom Thibodeau's job this year, to be honest. Because if you went by everything that Tom Thibodeau was trying to do, and I should make that a separate video, if you go by everything that Tom Thibodeau was trying to do, everything that he wanted to do hasn't worked, honestly. Everything that he tried to do as far as starting lineup goes, rotation goes, it didn't work. And you can tell because if you looked at the start of the season, how the players that he was trying to play, rotations he was trying to run, at the end of the season, it's almost flipped upside down. Yes, injuries have played a part in that, but let's be honest. These guys were performing almost 2 times better at this point. You can't turn back now. So is Tibbs gonna be that coach now that's gonna cater to the younger players more, even though he's never done that in his career? I think if he wants to stay here, he'll have no choice because guys like Kemba Walker right now are not helping him out. They're not playing well, and I think even if Derrick Rose came back, he could still play well. But I don't know, if it's really worth keeping him on the bench when you literally have younger guys who can do what he's doing. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying Derrick Rose is a bad player. I'm just saying, it's not necessary to keep a roster spot, for somebody, with the injury history that he has at this point. If we're really trying to develop, you might as well give that spot to somebody else. That's just the reality. And it's crazy that you would say that after the season Derrick Rose had last year coming in here, but it happens. Like sometimes, you know, the way the team develops, it develops in a way where players that you thought were going to play a big role play a limited role, and then also they kind of fade away. Like I said already, I even forgot that Derrick Rose was even on the team at this point. That's how well the younger players have played. You know, but let me know in the comment section what you think as far as Derrick Rose goes. I got a lot of videos coming on these guys, man. A lot to talk about. Now that I start talking, I want to start making like 10 videos. But we'll push them out slowly, a little bit at a time. We're gonna start the analysis, the draft analysis videos. Those are my favorite videos, man. Every year, we're gonna start those soon. We're gonna look at some prospects, and we're gonna see, especially some point guards. I want to see who who could potentially really help us, at the point guard position, and then we take it from there. It's your boy Donnie. Let me know what you think in the comment section, man. As always, like, comment, rate, subscribe if you enjoy these videos, man. Channel's on the up and up. Appreciate all the support I get from you guys, man. But it's your boy Don for now. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace. I'm out.